designers face another one-of-a-kind challenge.
Siyempre, yung muna na malalaman kung sino yung magagaling na designers and sino yung meron talagang ibubuga.
I don't like big. How is this 2012 to you? But the 1940s was a huge trend for fall-winter 2011. I can find something like this in the mega closet right now. It bothers me a little.
This is not soap opera. So I'm the new bitch in town.
Tonight, the designers unravel their fashion forecasts for the year 2012. Which designers' creations will be trending on the top? And which designers' masterpieces will be left battling it out at the bottom? 16 designers remain. Who will be eliminated tonight? The quest to become the next continues. This is the Mega Young Designers Competition 2012.
Kala ko, mas intense na siya ngayon.
Nakakatakot siyang ganun, baka mamaya ma-stroke ako.
It's very scary, talaga.
All the 5 finalists will receive exciting gift bags from our sponsors, plus a chance to showcase their collection at the Mega Magazine 20th Year Grand Celebration. The winning designer will get the following: a 6-page layout in Mega Magazine, 100,000 pesos cash, and the right to claim the title Mega Young Designer 2012.
It's super ngarag. Kasi, again, elimination day na naman. So, you'll never know kung sino. Kasi I've seen all their designs and everyone was like, wow. So, it's, you know, anybody's really ball game.
Kanina umaga, parang pumasok sa isip ko, sabi ko, hala, ito na yun. Parang, pakiramdam ko, ito na yung last ko talaga, matatanggal na ako ngayon. Kasi, ganun kadumi yung damit ko. Tapos, hindi ko nga siya nagawa ng maayos. Kasi nga, nung ginagawa ko siya, the night before, so may mga plates. Actually, madami yun. Tapos nung pinaplansya ko na, nasunog siya.
I feel more confident now because parang I have the slightest idea of what the judges are looking for. Although I still can't put my finger on it, but I'm just hoping na parang if this still isn't what they're looking for, they're still gonna give me a chance to prove myself. It's very scary, talaga.
Nung nakita ng ibang designers yung ginawa ko, parang natuwa sila. Kasi mas iba rin yung printing, yung technique na ginamit ko. So yung medyo organic daw yung itsura ng print. So parang medyo nalalakasan yung loob ko.
Hindi ko check yung designs ng ibang designers kasi I have to focus on myself, like on my design. Hindi ko kino-compare yung designs nila sa akin. Kasi mahalaga for me, execute ko na maayos yung design ko at masuot na maayos yung model sa presentation na.
Hello, designers!
Hi!
Okay, it's your second presentation and elimination night. Are you guys nervous?
Yes.
Don't be. I'm sure you guys will all do so well. Okay, so I see you have your designs, but you don't have your models yet. As one of your additional tasks, you needed to know the standard measurements of your models. So I hope you were able to accomplish that because you'll only be given a small amount of time to fit your models before the presentation. Okay, so before we do that, we're going to assign your models. Mara, Chad, and Robin, since you guys were the top designers of last week, you get to pick your models. Okay, Mara, who did you decide to pick?
I chose to go with my old model, Sarah.
Why? Why did you choose Sarah again?
because her measurements are perfect for my growth.
Wow. And Chad, who did you end up choosing?
I'm going to stick with Monica.
Also, why?
I really like her.
You really like her. Okay, and Robin, which model did you decide to pick?
I'll pick Chelsea again.
Again, okay, because?
I like her personality.
And she was the winner of Mega Fashion Crew, is that it? Okay, good.
I went with the model I worked with before, and I'm so happy that we had the chance to choose. Because the dress and the jacket was made, I used her previous measurements to do it because her size is actually almost the perfect model size.
Maganda yung rapport namin ni Monica, basically, kasi like, hindi siya, cool lang kami dalawa.
Ang pinili kong model pa rin si Chelsea. Super love ko siya. Super bait. And parang nakikita ko talaga yung design ko sa kanya kasi sa look niya and sa form ng body niya. Tapos sa itsura ng face niya. Super natuwa ako kasi bigyan pa rin kami ng chance para makapamili ng model.
And for the rest of you, we have to draw lots to see which models are assigned to you.
Next up, the designers pick their models for the first time.
Oh no, parang she's medyo curvaceous.
As in, I knew I needed to bombard the heavens with prayers to help me alter the dress.
Designers, you will only be given 3 hours to fit your model. Okay? And after that, you have to be able to do your necessary alterations within the 3 hours. After that, you have to send them to hair and makeup. And then I'll come back and inspect your creations one by one. Okay? So good luck. Thank you.
Super happy ako nung napili ko si Jade as my model kasi sakto kasi yung measurements niya sa ginagamit namin na standard. So, swak talaga sa kanya yung pagka-fitting agad.
Yung kanina nagbunutan for the models, nabunot ko si Diana Santos. Happy naman ako, nag-fit naman sa kanya perfectly yung damit. Although may konting chismis, pero fit naman sa kanya, no alteration at all. Okay naman sa akin yung models ko.
Hindi ko na-expect na makukuha ko ulit yung model ko. Kaya hindi ako nahihirapan sa fitting. Wala akong ginawang adjustments. Kasi yung measurements na ginawa ko, talagang measurements niya.
Nagulat ako kasi parang almost walang alteration yung nangyari kasi medyo binase ko yung measurement dun sa first na model. Happy naman ako kasi walang masyadong alteration na nangyari.
Una kasi naguluhan kasi ako kasi meron siyang problem with hearing. So parang nahirapan ako to give yung instructions sa kanya and then dun pa ako to parang to signal her what to do, parang ganun. May konting alteration kasi small yung size niya. Mas maliit kesa sa model size. So yung mga sides tinahi ko na lang para mag-fit talaga sa kanya.
I had Dino's model nung last week. So, parang, oh no, parang she's medyo curvaceous. And my skirt was supposed to be really flat lang, should be worn by really a flat body. So, I was kind of worried. And tama nga, I had to add super laking patch just to, meet the end of my skirt. Na-alter ko naman siya properly. But of course, it was obvious.
Nakuha ko si Jessie. So, Australian siya. Tapos, maganda naman yung figure niya. Pero yun nga, she has a super tiny waist. So, in-adjust ko yung damit din. Kami ko kasi puro sugat nakakatahi din ngayon eh. Ayun, so hindi masyadong maganda na yung fit. Hindi ko na alam kung anong gagawin ko kasi pag tinastas ko yung zipper, parang paano ko ikakabit ulit? Wala akong machine.
But I got Kaylee. She's actually, when I saw her, she's really, really pretty. And she's perky. Perky petchay. When I put the dress on her, as in, lalo ko natakot because I knew I needed to bombard the heavens with prayers. Deep down, parang feeling ko talaga hindi ko kakayanin i-explain kung bakit ang daming chismis ng dress. May tinihi akong yung sa waist, yung nilagay ko dito na parang accessories. Tapos yung zipper, hindi nag-fit masyado. So, punitin. At talaga, ang daming gunting dun eh. Munti ko na tinahi sa sa katawan. Not all of us are the best mananahis, you know. Eh, parang, sabi ko, kailangan ba talaga na parang dito tayo i-alter, walang machine, kamay lang. Tapos, in a span of a few hours, I was just really hoping that the judges would cut us some slack because it's not easy.
Hello, designers! Hello! Welcome to your second presentation and elimination night. Your second challenge today was to create, forecast, and of course, execute a global fashion trend for 2012. Because as a designer, you not only need to know trends around the world, but you need to be able to forecast and set these trends as well. A big part of your challenge was also to know your design and to believe in it because you needed to defend it to the judges as well. And aside from the main challenge, you also had two additional tasks. One was to buy fabric as fast as possible. You were grouped in threes, and the team that took the longest to buy the fabric received a punishment from Angela. And then you had still another task. And this task was that you were not given the measurements of your models because you were tested on your ability to know the standard sizes for models. And of course, in case it did not fit, you were also tested on your ability to alter your designs to fit the models within a few hours. Your designs will be ranked from highest to lowest. And for some of you, this will mean moving on to the next round of the competition. But for some of you, that means your dream of becoming Mega's next young designer will be cut short. Of course, today, to help me with a very difficult task of ranking your designs are our permanent roster of judges, whom you already know and love. Of course, renowned designer Abel Bacudio. Success. And top model Raya Manangkil. All right, so are we ready? Yes! Let's start with the presentation. Coming up, the designers reveal their fearless fashion forecasts for 2012. More when the Mega Young Designers Competition 2012 returns.
My design parang inspired by the Mayan calendar, end of the cycle, new beginning, fresh slate. So I went for a fresh palette. And then I incorporated two major colors for 2012, which is Canary and Hyacinth. And then I incorporated also being a global Pinoy through incorporating a strip of pinya on my designs.
Nakuha ko siya sa
this spring-summer na pastel colors, then mix of print ng gingham and paisleys. Then may dinagdag ako na parang bagong parang protection for the rain. Kinuha ko rin siya from inspiration from picnic of 1950s.
I'm from Cebu. We've been known to be the biggest contributor to the economy of the Philippines because of our export of accessories and especially the furniture. That inspired me. I want to dress, doesn't need so much more mga accessories and whatever. I want it all in one dress.
Yung fashion trend ko for 2012 is all about prints. Ang print na napili ko is tribal print. Ang color palettes na napili ko is earth colors like yellow, sand colors, and grays, and black. Ginawa ko yung design for our climate. Hindi lang ako nag-based internationally.
My inspiration, 1930s, Chanel's blouse and pants. More on sa color lang naman din ako din. From the off-white, then the navy type blue of bottom. It's all about for a woman kasi na super strong lang siya. Araw-araw lang na pwedeng lumabas lang.
Ang ginawa ko lang is yung fabrication. I dyed the fabric para mag-iba naman yung itsura niya. Yan, special treatment lang. Nung una po kasi, nung nakita ng ibang designers yung ginawa ko, parang natuwa sila kasi mas iba rin yung printing, yung technique na ginamit ko. Kaya sa ordinaryong technique na ginagawa ng iba.
Pumunta kami sa Luneta. Na-inspire ako dun sa bricks and sa mga walls. Na-inadapt ko siya sa design ko. And then, when it comes to 2012 forecast, more on simple silhouettes lang kasi yung gusto ko. And can wear it day till night na talaga. So, yun yung forecast ko.
My trend is utilitarian and futuristic, so leaning more towards resort wear. So more on spring, summer, so pwede siyang isuot pag beach or pwede rin siya actually isuot sa events. So medyo versatile yung design ko.
Inspiration for this challenge was freedom of the Filipino women during the colonization of the other country. It was nice actually. Wala na akong in-adjust. When Miss Angela checked the garment, she was telling me to adjust a bit to look better yung fit sa model.
Fashion trend ko for 2012 is beach rockstar. For me, fashion is a serious business. This week, dinededicate ko yung outfit ko sa mga girls na mahilig mag-out of town any time of the year. So parang ayun yung naisip kong trend na parang summer, beach, ganon. Pero rockstar. Kasi kailangan ko incorporate yung aesthetics ko as a designer.
Forecast ko for 2012, all about Asia kasi ang daming culture dito pwedeng ilagay sa damit. Alam niyo naman na mahilig ako sa kulay, pink and orange, tropical colors. Yung combination of colors nila very contrasting. So dun ko nasimula na, okay, so dito sa Asia parang may pwede kang makuha, parang okay yun na.
My 2012 forecast po is yung pants na ang super wavy and maroon slits. And yung ginamit kong top is yung parang new cuts and super sexy.
My design inspiration is nurses, particularly because I thought about nurses because it's very symbolic of the current situation of the Philippines. I'm actually happy with how it looked like, but I got really nervous with the material used. My model wasn't really able to sit. And at the same time, the dress was white and she actually is having her period.
Gawa ako ng jumpsuit. Nag-isip ako ng design na architectural. Gusto kong ipakita na may sarili akong design. Kaya gumawa ako ng architectural from jumpsuit. Kaya gusto ko yung jumpsuit na loose pants para maiba naman. May mga taong, ito galingan mo, para masabi nila din na deserving din ako. Pagbalaki din ako ng pamilya ko, yun lang.
For this piece, gusto kong i-incorporate yung trending ng technology sa trending ng fashion. I also incorporate the global warming. So gumawa ako ng two-piece, which is pwede siya sa summer and pwede siya sa winter. The cut is from the circuit behind the technologies that trending today. Nung makita ko yung outfit ko kay Chelsea, super happy naman ako.
Idea for forecast for 2012, sexy athleticism. Sportswear pero may skin. Away from the idea of bodycon. Drop waist para maiba naman kasi it's been a while na everything is high-waisted clothes. So I wanted to move away from those ideas. Kailangan mo mag-offer ng bago para maging interesting yung design mo It doesn't matter how conceptual your design, kung ganun pa rin naman ganun pa rin ang itsura niya, para saan yung concept mo, di ba?
Designers, the judges have seen your designs and we have finished tallying your scores. The names of the designers I will call, please remain where you are. Nikita, Hazel, Corleen, Anne, Christian, Mary, Ram, Kirby, Ched, Mara. Now, the designers whose names I did not call, please step forward. Robin, Oz, Renan, Porfi, Erica, and Joff. Some of you had a hard time explaining your concepts. And you failed to make the judges believe that your designs will make waves and be a trend in 2012. We expected more from you. And unfortunately, you did not meet our expectations. Because of that, I'm sorry, but you have to leave right now.
Ano ba to? Sabi ko, hindi ako iyak dito it's not, parang, I didn't want to be like, yung mga, meron bang word na iyakera? There was a bunch of us that had been going out together. I didn't want to lose them in the competition.
Parang ito na talaga. Okay. Tanggapin na lang natin ang ano.
No, this can't be the end.
Ang umilit lang kasi 6 kami na matatanggal.
You have to leave right now because we have to deliberate on the rest. Congratulations! The 6 of you are moving on to the next round of the competition.
Ine-expect ko mga 4 or 5 yung matatanggal dito. Nung after na sinabi na safe naman kami, sobrang luwag ng hinihinga ko na.
I was kinda disappointed nung nalaman ko hindi ako part ng top 3. Pero okay na din. At least pwede ko pang i-redeem yung sarili ko next week.
Disappointed na naman kasi hindi ko pa rin nakuha yung gusto ko ma-achieve.
Go! We're happy, of course. We're very thankful na we will be in the next challenge.
Kahit na hindi ko na-explain yung design ko sa panel of judges, super proud naman ako sa nagawa ko.
For you, the 10 designers whose names I called, the judges are still on the fence about your designs. And we can't decide whether to give you a failing or a passing mark or even top stars for what you actually created. And for that, we need to deliberate a bit more And so we need to see your models once again. And so let's start with Ched.
Pretty much it's like my brand. Ano siya, parang what I call polished streetwear. Streetwear siya mixed with sportswear. Kasi for a young designer, it's too easy to do avant-garde. It's too easy to do conceptual designs. Pero something na kailangan bumenta. At the end of the day, it's a business, right? So I wanted to do something wearable.
You stay away from current trends. And you're absolutely right. We are going to move away from the bodycon, the body-fitting clothes. And that's what I like about this. You don't have to wear something tight in order to be sexy.
Gusto ko kasi sa'yo kasi you never stop creating something new. So, pag tiningnan mo siya, parang print. Pero pag nilapitan mo siya, yung cut-out combination siya na mahirap gawin, na pati ako nahihirapating gawin, nagawa mo. Yung color combinations mo, maganda. Class, ito yung tinatawag na pang-global, na ikaw mismo yung gumagawa ng sarili mong trend para sa ibang bansa.
When something is a trend, and for it to catch on, a lot of women of different body types and heights must be able to wear it. You might just have a winner here. Kaya lang ayusin lang yung likod kasi nga parang sa likod, hindi mukhang drape yan, Ched. Mukha siyang mali. Baka makabenta ka ng mga million yan.
Angel's my first client.
Favoritism ang mentor. Okay.
Actually, hindi siya maganda.
Mara, you got the top score last week. Do you think you're going to do that this week?
I hope so.
You hope so. Okay, so why don't you explain to us why this is going to make it?
We went on the field trip to Luneta Park, and what I noticed was the most was the nursing uniform. What more to symbolize the current situation of the Philippines than the nursing uniform, and what could address the growing mobility of the Filipinos throughout the world.
It's all leather dry.
You made a 2-in-1 jacket, and historically, we don't like transforming outfits.
Yes, I know.
However, I think you pulled this one off.
Actually, yung concept mo nandyan eh, buo. Yung fabric lang ng choice mo ng fabric.
Ano dapat ang gamitin niya?
Mag-isip siya. Kasi pag sinabi ko yan, baka gamitin nga na yan, akong gagawa niya, no?
Please explain.
Basically, nag-experiment po ako on dye. Parang dinay ko yung fabric, so magkakaroon ng gantong effect. Ginamit ko po yung mga classic na cuts and then pleatings sa gilid to make it a classic look and then fabrication.
And I appreciate the hard work, the tie-dye, the pleat work that you put into the sides. Despite that, I feel like I've seen this before. I don't think there's anything unique. There's just something about this that, despite all the details and the hard work, I'll be honest, it kind of bores me.
Does it bore you, Aba?
Ako hindi kita bibigyan ng grade 3 dyan, girl. Kasi grade 1 pwedeng gumawa ng tie-dye. Ano yung bago dyan? Yan magsiset ng trend. Halos lahat. It's 70s, di ba, yung tie-dye? Pero pag bumalik, yung bago na hindi pa namin nakikita at hindi natin nakikita sa stores. So, hindi yan pang global, sweetheart.
Seeing this particular outfit and what you've done in this particular challenge, it makes us think twice of whether or not we should give you another chance. What is the trend here?
Na-forecast ko po kasi parang Filipino women na po kasi ngayon, parang more on creative side na po sila. Parang you can wear it to day until night.
That didn't sound like a trend to me, pero okay.
I don't see a trend here. The type of red that you picked out with the black kind of throws me off. It reminds me of the roulette at the casino. I feel like I can walk into a department store, and not even a high-end department store, and see this dress and not even want to buy it. It's an okay dress, but it pretty much ends there. I'm sorry.
It's so boring. Parang, ito na yung pagkakataon mo. Pero yung likod, yung pack rin sa likod.
Turn, please turn.
yung pag nag-walk yung model mo, tumataas. So parang, it's not a trend. Ito yung tinatawag na, sorry for the word, para siyang basura. Sorry.
We're in a design competition. Di ba, hindi pwedeng yung mga binamass-produce na damit, that's what it looks like. Pag binamass-produce na yan, hindi na yan setting a trend, hindi ba? So what is this trend?
This coming 2012, pasok pa rin po ang printed fabrics. First thing that comes into my mind is our very own katutubo. So yun, kasi meron silang weaving na tinatawag natin. So, yung paghahabi na yon na-translate ko into a fabric, na nakakita ko ng fabric na parang may weaves effect siya, pero printed type siya.
With such an avant-garde design, I don't see a lot of women of different body types, shapes, and heights pulling this off. Only very few women would want to wear this.
Napaka-rich nung idea mo. I'll give, bibigyan kita dito ng 10. 1 to 10, 10. Dahil, ito yung tinatawag na pag nag-iisipang mabuti yung trend.
I guess the reason why I don't like it so much or I don't appreciate it as much because it's something that I can't wear is that it lacks that crisp look to it, which is demanded by the style that you have chosen.
Half of it looks like Morticia Adams and half of it looks like Solid Gold Dancer.
Wala akong nakitang trend dyan. Siguro trend dyan sa probinsya nung bagets pa ako. Don't cry, sweetheart, pero kasi,
I didn't sleep. I was like sewing all night.
More when the Mega Young Designers Competition returns. Hazel, so this is what you call a global trend for 2012?
I want 2012 to be all about Asia. I use colors that are very tropical, so very bold, contrasting colors. So this is sort of like my modern kimono, but then I wanted it to be a cocktail dress.
Hazel, you were briefed to set a trend for 2012, not for 1986.
Hazel, bakit? Ito na yung chance mo. Wala akong nakitang trend dyan. Siguro trend dyan sa probinsya nung bagets pa ako. Don't cry, sweetheart, pero kasi,
No, I'm disappointed with myself. I didn't sleep. I was like sewing all night. Until I get here all day, I was sewing and sewing, and I feel really bad about it.
ayoko na magsalita. Pero ikaw na. Kinaiyak ko.
Natakot tuloy.
First time talaga na andyan na tapos wala na akong magawa kasi yung alterations parang kailangan ko ng machine. So, dun ako na-frustrate. Dun ako naiyak.
Hazel, I think we can give you A for effort, di ba? Because maybe a person with less spunk wouldn't have shown up at all. Di ba? Kasi who wants to stay here in front of us and hear all this? Di ba? And to hear that your work is crap.
I'm actually prepared, Miss Harry, that I'm going to be at the bottom. I would like to at least show myself here.
That's a very good thing.
Yeah.
You know, that tells me that you could still be a winner. Maybe not in this competition, but a winner in life. Ano yan? Explain.
Maraming inspirations ako ngayon eh.
Isa-isa head.
Let me start with the top one. Kasi I was thinking na gagamitin ko sana, again, parang pinya. So I wasn't able to get a pinya cloth. So parang inisip ko na lang to make something like pinya. Kasi I'm a designer na hindi ako nagde-depend sa iba. Gusto ko rin i-challenge yung self ko. I wanna go out of the box. So this is me, and this is the woman of 2012.
Ram, I am half and half on your design. Half of it looks like Morticia Adams, and half of it looks like Solid Gold Dancer. The problem is that you have too many ideas in mind. You know, you couldn't even pick out one trend for your look. I think you need to edit so that your look is more cohesive.
Ram, hindi ko alam kung anong sasabihin ko sa'yo kasi baka magalit ang fans mo. Dalawang beses mo akong na-disappoint. Yung first, saka ngayon. Hindi ko makita yung trend dito sa ginawa mong ito.
No, and Ram, you know, dapat naman tingnan mo kung ano yung sinusuot ng mga babae. Sino naman magsusuot na babae niyan? I hope you get another chance to show us. Ano ba talaga? Genius or crap?
Genius.
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 Okay.
Show us that.
Nakikita ko yan.
Show us that. Explain your global trend.
I wanted to use unconventional materials like this one. This is actually hair cloth. It's used to make the coat, to make it stiffer. When I went to the fabric store, it just dropped in front of me. And these are actually wrapped. These are used for necklaces, for accessories, and also these ones. So I don't know if you find it simple, but these are actually very hard to wrap because if you don't wrap it well, it's gonna burst.
There are a few things that I appreciate about this garment. However, I don't think this is fashion forward. In fact, mukha siyang magdedebut sa Bulacan. And her hair looks like magmamajong. What fabric is this?
It's fusing sa suit. Ginagawa ng mga collar. So pag winashing-mashing mo yan, wasak-wasak yan. We're talking about global, mass production, international. Hindi pinag-uusapan dito ngayon yung accessories na linalagay mo or yung mga circle na walang katapusan. Alam mo, love ko yung personality mo, pero this time, I don't like your work.
I see from all these circles that you've been trying to insert each time that your design trademark is whimsy. You want it to be whimsical. Stick to that. Diba kasi sometimes now, when you want what you're trying to do, and that's why it's not coming together, is that you're putting this whimsy, but they're in the wrong places. And so what do we have here? Explain it.
My trend for 2012, bali naisip ko kasi
Architectural.
Yes. Bali karamihan kasi is dress. So naisip ko naman is gumawa kaya ako ng sarili kong design na gawin ko siyang jumpsuit at gawin kong architectural.
You win the award for most improved.
Thank you.
This jumpsuit fits her very well. The lower part, the pants, actually fall on her nicely. This looks like a modern office woman.
Tutuwa ako kasi from papel na lining. Nakagawa ka. Ito yung nag-i-improve. Natutuwa kaming tatlo kasi nag-i-improve ka talaga.
If you continue improving like this, Christian, malayo ang mararating mo. No, I hope you continue with that pace of improvement.
Opo, thank
Okay.
you.
Do you want to tell us about your global trend?
Yes. My inspiration is from 1930s, Chanel. It's pants and the blouse. The color as well, from the off-white. Then I mix the a gray type of top and bottom pants.
The things that I do like is that, you know, the seam of the pant is asymmetrical. It goes to the front, and I really dig the relaxed fit of the pants. However, combined with the jacket, with the draping, I don't know, for some reason, it just makes her look a little dowdy.
Actually, yung inner shirt niya mukha siyang principal na blouse. Tapos yung kanyang jacket and pants is parang ukay-ukay.
Last week, we were quite happy with what you produced, but this week, yun na nga, and it's funny that you should say Chanel, because Chanel nga is known for elegance and for the way it falls so well. And this is not it. It's a disaster, the way this thing was put together. Are we ready to deliberate? Let's start with Ched.
I think Ched has a good understanding
Of fashion.
He knows a woman's body and what women want.
Gusto ko siya maging friend.
Yeah, you just go to Facebook. Mara.
Oh my gosh. Isa pa yun. I really love that outfit.
Mara has a point of view as well.
Consistent one.
She's very consistent. I am so glad that Mara is here.
1 to 10, 8. Okay, 12.
Anne. Oh, Anne.
Tie-dye.
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 1 to
Yeah.
10, -0.
Next, Nikita.
Oh, you guys were really harsh on her.
Totoo naman.
It wasn't a basura dress, though. It was an okay dress.
Doesn't look like a designer had made it.
She's asking for another chance. Do we give it to her?
Ako hindi na, no?
Well,
Iinip
because-
ang ulo ko.
Next, we
Really
have Kirby.
I love this one.
Ako rin.
Me also. He
And
had
I
a-
know it's not for everyone.
Yeah.
Although I think it's so runway ready.
Yung concept niya, bilog na mismo na.
He was the only
Yeah.
one who actually had a really, really concise. I really
You like
liked it. I loved it.
Yeah, I look forward to seeing what else Kirby can
Me too.
contribute to this competition.
10 siya.
Hazel.
Hazel.
Avel,
What?
you really made her cry though.
Ay, para ma-end na yung career niya.
Oh my gosh. Oh no.
Hindi kasi talagang wala. Girl.
Well, her career as far as the competition is
Yes,
concerned.
dito lang.
Oh, Ram! Our crybaby no more.
Oo, parang na-disappoint ako sa kanya 2 beses.
Yeah, but you would have been more disappointed if he kept those gold.
chain.
Ah, talaga, girl?
Yes,
That's why
I
you
saw
there.
it.
But you know, more and more, I'm thinking that it really was a fluke. Whatever we were seeing as genius.
He better pull something amazing out of his hat.
Our Mary quite contrary.
I don't like it at all.
So ikaw may kasalanan nito kasi hindi mo maayos silang naturuan.
Oh my gosh!
She needs to stay true to her own personal aesthetic.
But I'd hate to see her go because she's funny. Christian, our
most
most improved.
Yeah, you're welcome.
You clap also.
You're welcome, yes.
And you'll steer him
The right
in the
direction.
right
Yes.
direction.
Okay, Corleen, I think we're very divided here.
He has something up his sleeve, you know. Last week's design was quite nice, you know. I think it was done brilliantly. I think he has a lot of ideas. I think he should stay.
I think he should stay too.
Do you like it?
I love it.
Your designs did not impress us. I am sorry, but you will have to say goodbye to your friends and to your fashion journey with us here on the Young Designers Competition. This week, our challenge had 2 objectives. One was for you to create an outfit that would trend in 2012, and the other was to be able to defend that outfit as passionately as you could. The designers whose names I will call, please step forward. Ched. Kirby. Mara. Your designs actually became a trending topic with the judges. We love them, and we actually think that they could be real trends in 2012. And so, you are our top 3 designers for this week. Congratulations!
Push. Yung naging naging goal ko. Huwag kang magsastop. Natuwa ako kasi na naging top 3 ako. Siyempre, lahat naman kami deserve magkaroon ng moment. Siguro nga lang napaaga yung sa akin na moment ko naman to. Wish ko lang sana magtuloy-tuloy na siya.
There's always the next challenge, and I do realize where my strengths are and where my limitations are. What if next episode, yung challenge is something that I'm really weak at?
So, siguro pressured ka kasi okay lang yung hindi mo maintain yung nasa top ka eh. Pero yung from the top, papunta ka sa bottom, parang ang pangit tingnan, na hindi ka consistent. So, masaya na nasa top 3 ako ngayon ulit. 2 weeks in a row, di ba? Parang game face on.
Ever since day 1, I already pegged Ched as the greatest competitor here, only because we kind of share that aspect, that know how to make clothes wearable.
The biggest competitor, I guess, lahat sila eh. Kasi you'll never know. Depende sa challenge eh. May mga aangat. Like, kunyari, let's say yung challenge is avant-garde. I don't do avant-garde. So, obviously, hindi ako yung magtatop nun, di ba? It can be like Mara or Kirby na sobrang galing sa avant-garde. or Oz.
Now, let's call on Ram. Nikita. Hazel. Nikita, we appreciate your perseverance and your dedication to your craft. And we can see how much you really want to learn about fashion. But we don't know if we have the time to teach it to you. Hazel, we really want to commend your courage for standing up in front of us with your design. What we really think you should do is to widen your exposure so that you can also widen your fashion repertoire, which is right now very limited. And Ram, Angela told us that you were much improved. You were a big improvement because you really focused on your work and you didn't cry. Unfortunately, your designs did not impress us. Now, congratulations is in order. For Ram, you are moving on to the next challenge. Hazel and Nikita, I am sorry, but you will have to say goodbye to your friends and to your fashion journey with us here on the Young Designers Competition. Thank you very much for joining us.
Feeling ko naman talaga hindi ako yung mananalo na kasi nakita ko yung mga designs nila. Sabi namin, ay, nandyan si Oz, nandyan yung mga So, alam ko kasi yung aesthetic ko na pang debut, yung mga ganon, pang prom, yun yung ginagawa ko. Alam ko naman yung mga ganong look, hindi siya yung pang competition.
I give my all, but siguro hindi nila gusto yung the way I design. Ginagawa ko yun from scratch, from everything, ako lahat. Masaya ako. Wala akong pinagsisisihan na yun yung ginawa ko.
Now let's call on two people. Mary and Christian. Well, your designs have actually qualified both of you to move on to the next round. Congratulations. You're right for now. Join your friends.
It's like I was in a box and now I'm popping out of it like a jack in the box. And then I'm glad I have another chance because the next thing that I'm gonna make is really going to be me.
Now let's call on the last remaining designers. We have Anne, Corleen, Corleen, the judges have decided that they want to give you another chance. So congratulations, you're back for the next round. And I'm very sorry, but your design did not qualify you to move on to the next round. So thank you very much for joining us.
Tutuloy pa rin po ako kasi dapat kasi po mag-start na ako ng shop ko ngayong December. Kaya lang po, nandito nga po yung Mega. So, hindi ko po tinuloy. So, January ko na lang po o-open yung store ko.
Next week, the designers greet the new year with another surprise challenge. Which designers will rise and continue separating themselves from the pack? And which designers will fall and sink into the bottom? Plus, the claws come out as the designers take on the challenge's pressure. It's time to say goodbye to 2011 and hello to 2012. The quest to become the next continues. This is the Mega Young Designers Competition 2012.
Na-realize na parang, oh my God, one girl, one half gay girl, and gay people na lang. So yun, drag queen party na to.
Super na-shock ako kasi lahat sila from our school sa FIP and then si Hazel, super close kaming palagi nag-uusap and palagi pag kaming gumagawa, parang palagi kami magkasama and then ayun, super sad.
Nilapitan ko si Ann after niya ma-eliminate. Ako pa talaga yung naiyak, hindi siya. Kasi sobrang, hindi niya talaga deserve na matanggal.
Malayo din naman mararating nila. So, gawin lang, huwag silang susuko. Marami pang opportunity na darating sa buhay nila.
Oh my God, pabilis na pabilis yung pagtanggal ng mga contestants.
Those girls are my friends, so I guess you want din naman to get the second chance din na nakuha ng ibang contestants.
I'm actually surprised with Anne's elimination. I sort of backed her, even like suggested a lot of things. So I felt bad that she actually went home.
With this particular challenge po kasi parang I think mas dapat bigyan ng chance yung 3 girls, kung sino man sa kanila, kaysa sa kay Ram regarding with his design sa challenge na to.